Hello. Hello. Been a hot minute. What is up, YouTube? It has been a hot minute. It has been several months. I got to figure out this new streaming setup. I got the camera over here, got the game over here, got your chat here. I got all sorts of things going on right now. How is everybody doing? It is good to see you once again and your beautiful smiling faces. I'm ready for some baseball. I'm excited for the Angels season this year. I'm really hoping we can get something done. We'll be seeing. I'm not entirely sure how confident I am, but I am more confident than I was last year that we can be an okay, a good, an above average baseball team. Not saying we're making the playoffs, but you never know, man. You never know. We're a lot better. Michael, Allen, MJA, and Nicholas Henry Robbins to be exact. How are we doing, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you all. It's been a while. Tell me, how's everybody doing? We got my boy Allen. What have you been up to, man? You ready for Mexico to dominate in the World Baseball Classic? I have a bunch of live streams coming up for those games, so I'm really excited for those. The game starts here in about 7 minutes, so I have the game pulled up. Let's see what we got. Hold on, there's going to be a few kinks in the stream most likely today because it's been several years since I've attempted a live stream, but I am very excited to be with you guys once again. By the way, does everything sound good? Is the audio balanced well? If there's an issue, please let me know because it's definitely going to be a little bit of an adjustment for me coming back. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. Angels starting lineup today. Let's take a gander. Hold on. Let me make sure I got everything pulled up correctly. There we go. We got a slightly new watch party screen. I took out the little title screen I had going there at the bottom of the screen, and I'm still messing with a couple of things. But this is what we got for now. Starting lineups, we've got Taylor Ward, Mike Trout, Jared Walsh, Anthony Rendon, Hunter Renfroe, Brandon Drury, Gio Urshela, Matty Theis, and Kevin Podlow. We got a lot going on. I'm very excited for this. Obviously, Shohei is on his way to the World Baseball Classic to meet up with Team Japan, so he is not playing today. But outside of Ohtani being gone, this is majority of the everyday starters in the lineup. We'll see what happens. We saw Rengifo hit a home run the other day, so we'll see what happens there. Over on the Brewers side, I'll be honest, I kind of got to look at some of these dudes. Garrett Mitchell. Okay, Garrett Mitchell leading off for them. I think this is Sal Frelick. Didn't know that. Luis Arias. I think I got that one right. Luis Arias. I hate the Brewers with a passion. I think they're bad. Abraham Toro. I know that one. Keston Hiura. Michael Brossow. Is this Owen Miller? No way that's Owen Miller. Owen Miller. What the hell, man? He's not on the Guardians anymore? Who knew? Terang. I'm pretty sure that's their shortstop prospect. Bryce Terang. Okay, perfect. Bryce, and then this guy. Peyton Henry. Okay, cool. I was just totally guessing. So we got a bunch of nobodies facing off against the majority of the Angels starting lineup. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the Angels can pull out a fat dub today. And I'm excited to just talk generally about Angels baseball. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Everything sounds good. Perfect. I love to hear that. Thank you, Michael. Don't sleep on the Brewers. They are not winning the division, Jaime. You're wrong. You were wrong. They're not even going to sniff the division. If you saw my National League previews, the Brewers are a third-place team at best. The Cubs are better than them. I'm going to say it one more time. Look me in the eye when I say this. I'm going to take the glasses off. The Cubs are better than the Brewers. The Pirates are close to being better than the Brewers. Let's be honest with ourselves. Outside of the Brewers' elite starting rotation, I don't like anything outside of that. The Brewers are not a very good baseball team. I'm sorry. It's an inconvenient truth, but the Brewers are not that good of a baseball team. I'm sorry. I love the William Contreras pickup. I'll be honest. I love the William Contreras pickup. Outside of that, I don't know. I don't really like their team. All right. Yelich bounce back season. I would love to see Yelich have a great season. I would love Christian Yelich to have just a huge resurgence year. I've always loved Christian Yelich. I thought he should have won the MVP in 2019 until he injured his knees. So I would love to see Yelich bounce back, but overall the Brewers are a train wreck. They're not a good baseball team. They have a great starting rotation, and outside of that, everything's mid at best. All right, I'm out for blood right now. Drury was a massive offseason W. I love the depth on the Angels currently, man. Like, people look at the Angels offseason and they're like, oh, they just acquired a couple average, above average players. No, I don't think people understand how much of an upgrade Hunter Renfroe is over Joe Adell. I don't think people understand how big of an upgrade Gio Urshela and Brandon Drury are over Andrew Velasquez and Tyler Wade. I don't think people understand how big of an upgrade Logan O'Hoppe is over Kurt Suzuki. Like, the team we didn't acquire any elite talent this offseason. I love the Tyler Anderson signing as well, but they got so much better from positions that they were lacking in outside of shortstop. The Angels had such a good offseason. Philip Martinez, what's good, my dude? Welcome to the stream. Pitch clock is so cool, but I'm going to miss staying up till 1 a.m. Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship. It's like the difference between, I'm trying to think of something. You know, when you're like, let's say you're eating a good meal. Like, you go to a fancy restaurant, you're getting a good meal. It's the difference between getting, I don't know. It's the difference between savoring a nice meal versus, like, devouring it very quickly. You're still going to love it. You're still going to have a great time, but you kind of want to savor it, I guess. I don't know. That's not a great analogy, but it's the only one I could think of off the top of my head. I loved watching baseball games for 3 to 4 hours. I had a great time personally, but I do think it's a much more entertaining product with the pitch clock, and that's going to help the game grow, so it works out well. I think it's going to help the sport as a whole, but I do agree I kind of liked savoring and watching the long MLB games. Those were really fun to watch. Okay. I'm failing calculus and skipped so I can work on my 20-something missing homeworks, and here I am watching meaningless spring training games. I love it, bro. But we do have some entertaining things to watch in this spring training game. I'm not sure if I'm going to stay live for the whole game. I do know Edgar Caro might be playing today. Something keeps flashing up here, and I don't know what it is. I think something might be wrong with one of these lights. We'll keep an eye out. If something catches on fire during the screen, like, you saw that, right? You're seeing this flash. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Something's flashing in the background. I don't even remember where I was going. Yeah, Edgar Caro might be coming in later in the game. And let's take a look over on Twitter, because I think I saw the lineup earlier. I can't remember who tweeted it. I think I retweeted. Did I retweet it? I want to say, yeah. So Kyron Paris is going to come in later. Michael Stefanik, Kevin Podlow's going to come in. Oh, looks like this is yesterday's lineup. What am I even looking at, bro? I am looking at yesterday's lineup. Okay, you see this flash, right? You see this flash, right? Don't look at my likes. When did I like this? Sorry about all the political things I'm scrolling by. Wow, okay, I guess I didn't do that. It's like political things and cats. Let's look up Sam Blum. I assume he would have posted it. I just want to see who's coming in later in the game. Here we go. All right, so we got Jordan Adams, Brett Phillips, not Jahmai Jones. He plays for the... Which Jones is that? First baseman. I'll be honest, I can't think of what first baseman that is. Mike Stefanik, Teodosio, interesting. Jeremiah Jackson, that'll be a fun one to watch. Of course, our boy Andrew Barrels Velasquez. By the way, if you see it in the background of the stream setup, let's go full screen here. Let's go full screen here. You see that baseball in the background? That is an Andrew Velasquez authenticated signed ball. Authenticated signed ball. Let's go back to where we were for a second. And then, who else is coming in? Edgar Caro, I'm excited to watch. And then Barrera, I think that's Franklin Barrera? I have no idea. But anyways, I'm excited to watch a couple of these guys. So we'll see if I stay live after the starters leave or if I go offline. Okay, let's see. How am I going to watch the game? I'm currently watching it on some random website that I found that was broadcasting it. And it looks like they're taking the field now, so I'm excited for this. Let's see. Let me go back to this one here. Beautiful. Should be starting in just a second. All right, let me get back to the chat. Our cleanup guy last season was Matt Duffy. Our 1-6 is amazing. Exactly. The team got so much better this offseason. Paris boosting his trade stock. I'm excited for Kyron Paris. I'm excited to see a little bit of Zach Neto, I believe is how you pronounce it. Our honest Tampa Bay vendors will always be mad because of the new length. I forgot about that. What was that noise? Okay. Jeff Fletcher is where I look. Gotcha. Gotta go, bro, but you have a good rest of your day, Nick. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Is my favorite Angels player Max Stassi still on the team? He sure is. Yes, he is. He is. All right. I have a stream pulled up, but I don't... Did the game start already? It says 2:10 p.m. Eastern. It is currently 2 t.m. Why isn't it not... Okay, there it is. I think it's just on a massive delay. Let's see it. You have a guy named Cabbage? We do. Trey Cabbage. He's in the minors, and he was actually a stud last season for AA. Our AA team was nuts last year. Oh, man, it was nuts. Renfro's going to be nasty? I hope so, man. I could see 20, 25, 30 home runs out of Renfro this year. That's what we're hoping for. Yo, we got Cleveland Guardians legend Owen Miller here for Travis Ferguson. Bro, the Brewers are ass. What are you talking about, man? Rendon gonna win comeback player of the year? I would love that, man. I would love that. So I did, while we're waiting for the game to start, I put out a thread a little while back. Oh, by the way, this is my first stream since getting engaged, so that happened. I haven't talked to you guys since then. Where was my thread? I put out a thread about all the things the Angels need to do to win this season. I think it was after this. Hold on. I put out a thing of 9 different things while the game's about to get started right here. Here it is. So I put out 9 different things that the Angels need to do to win this season. The game is just starting, so I'll get back to that in between innings, but we got our first pitch underway. Chase Silseth on the mound. Let's go, baby. Love it. Love it. Why is it still acting like the game hasn't started yet on this website? Technology, man. There we go. All right, perfect. We got a leadoff double. From Garrett Mitchell. So the stream I'm watching is a little bit delayed, so seeing it in person, but I can at least react to this portion of it, and I just realized I'm still on full screen, aren't I? There we go. All right, now we're cooking. I told you, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. There might be some minor delays in production. All right, Matty Theis behind home plate. We love to see it. Love to see it. Bro, Ben Joyce. Don't even get me started on how excited I am for Ben Joyce. I'm really upset that Eric Torres hasn't gotten any love this spring training yet. Luke Murphy has looked pretty good. Luke Murphy and Eric Torres, those are my boys. Those are my boys. That's who I'm looking forward to this season. Because when inevitably one of Ryan Tepera, Aaron Loop, Matt Moore, or Carlos Estevez, at least one of them is going to be awful. I'm hoping at least 2 of them can be serviceable or above average. And then the other 2 we'll see. But I would love to see Eric Torres and Luke Murphy come up and replace him. Silseth looking kind of nice early. Got a strikeout. Let's do it. Congratulations. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I am definitely far behind, but this is the only option I have for watching the game. So we'll be seeing. Let me see what happens if I refresh it. It might work. Let's see. Or I might have just completely turned it off. LOL. Got that. Bro, these websites are just getting worse and worse and worse. All right. So we got 1 out, runner on second currently for our boy Chase Silseth. He's thrown 5 pitches so far. Let's get it going. Let me see if I can monitor if they're doing baseball savant stats in this game. We can see what the exit velo of that leadoff double was. They are not. Okay, rest in paradise. It's fine. Okay. I'm on insane amounts of hopium for this season. I wouldn't say I don't know. I've been trying to be cautiously optimistic. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chase Silseth. I love to see it. I'm obviously not really putting any weight into spring training because we saw the Angels be dominant in spring training last year, and it does not matter. We saw Joe Adell have a great spring last year. It didn't matter. So we'll see what happens, but I'm somewhat hopeful. I'm somewhat hopeful. We'll see. I think I'm going to say 85 wins for the Angels. 85 wins. We'll talk about my 9 things that need to happen for the Angels to make the playoffs in a second once this inning's over, or once this half inning's over, but yeah, the pace is definitely improved. I love Bally's, like, zoomed in camera angle of the pitch clock. That's great. In-play runs. What happened? What happened? What happened? What'd you do to me, Chase? What'd you do to me, Chase? Not Abraham Toro. Not Abraham Toro with the RBI single. Rest in paradise. All right, Brewers up 1-0 on an RBI single from Abraham Toro. Toro hit a nuke off the wall. I will see it in 3 to 5 business days. I just got to Luis Arias' at bat. Let me see if there's another option for watching this. Let me try a different stream and see if it works. Well, that didn't. There we go. Let's try this. Whenever I see the Angels playing the Brewers in spring training, I get like PTSD because I watched the Angels and Brewers play in spring training, and then on my flight home, COVID started happening. Like, no joke, it was just like COVID began. That was when, what's his name? The dude from the Utah Jazz, like, licked the microphone or something. And then turned out he had COVID. I can't remember that dude's name. Bro, I just can't get any of these things to work, man. Holy moly, it's NMR Sports. It is Tango. What's up, my dude? Welcome back. How you been, man? It's been a hot minute. Long time no see. I'm watching a very delayed version of the Angel stream right now. Aaron Loop is still on the team, yes. All right, Mike Brasso at the dish. Oh, no, Mike Brasso's on deck, sorry. Keston Hira at the dish. Rudy Gobert, there we go. That's who we're talking about. 117 wins, 12 WAR seasons from Trout and Ohtani. Crazier things have happened, man. Break the Mariners record. That'd be great. Oh, yeah, that was fucking crushed. Wow. Yeah, that ball was smoked. Doing good, man. How you been? I've been doing fantastic, man. Trying to think. I've been just working a lot. Just working a ton. Starting to get back in. I couldn't figure out what to stream or what to make for a YouTube video the last day or two. So I was like, I saw the Angels lineup today. I was like, well, might as well stream this. I got a lot of World Baseball Classic streams planned coming up. So I just started making my schedule for that this week, and I traded some shifts around at work so I could be available for those. It's good to see you back. Thanks, man. It's good to see you back as well. Fed Nanders. Who crushed it? Who's Fed Nanders? Is that Frank? Abraham Toro crushed it. Another strikeout. All right, 3 strikeouts, a double, and a near home run allowed by Chase Silseth. So could have been worse. Definitely not terrible. Struck out the side, but allowed a run. He's just got to... Silseth has great stuff. He's just not quite polished yet. He has great stuff. He's just not really polished yet. I think once he is like a full polished product, he could be a very serviceable arm in the big leagues. But for now, it's clear he needs a little bit more development, I think. We saw it last season. He looked great in his first start, and he's got some nasty stuff. But I'd like to see him, you know, spend a year in AAA or AA just working on his stuff. Fed Nanders with a super chat. Let's go, my dude. I appreciate it. Are you going to any World Baseball Classic games? I would love to. I would absolutely love to. But, oh, I got to change the area of my alert box. Hold on. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. There we go. I gotta fix my alerts. It's a work in progress, but this is the new stream setup and everything. But yeah, I'm not going to any World Baseball Classic games, mainly because I have $0. Like $0. Another reason I'm trying to put a lot more effort into YouTube, because there's no overtime at work, and I gotta make that bread for the wedding. So every $2 super chat is going towards a several $1,000 wedding. That will be very, very expensive. If you've ever planned a wedding, you understand, but it's a lot, man. It's a lot. So yeah, we're excited for that. We're getting married in November 5th. So Toro's a former Mariner. Yes, I'm aware he is. They have a couple of former Mariners on the Brewers. In who's that guy that we hate? The pizza guy, Jesse Wanker. Yeah. Double was on Ward. He just watched the guy take second on a ground ball. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that eventually once this loaded. All right, I'm going to look at a couple more streams, see if I can figure out how to do this. Frank, my guy, when are we going to start up Good Morning Baseball again? When are we going to start up Good Morning Baseball, man? That's what we got to do. The people want Good Morning Baseball. And by the people, I mean myself. I want Good Morning Baseball. Come on now. We might have found a better option. Hey, yo, we did find a better option. Let's go. Another super chat from Fednanders. I appreciate you, my guy. Let's go. I got it to where Taylor Ward's batting. Let's go. I appreciate you, Frank. But Good Morning Baseball, man, I'm telling you, we got to start it back up. Maybe Tango wants to start up Good Morning Baseball with me, but he already has a podcast. Fednanders with another super chat. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry, man. That's $4 less I have to put towards the wedding. Well, depending on how much YouTube takes of that. I don't know how it works. They do have a pizza ad behind home plate. Is Winker playing? He's not playing today, unfortunately. I think I'm going to try to do some Blue Jays watch parties. Dude, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. In play, no out. What happened? What did he do? It's 3-2. It's 3-2. I'm getting it spoiled for me. Dude, definitely do the watch parties, though, Tango. If there's an Angels-Blue Jays game coming up, we got to do, like, a joint watch party. We can, like, get in our Discord server, you know? That'd be great. That'd be a good time. Let me know, man. We got to do some collabs. And I definitely want to play some co-op in MLB The Show this year. So, luckily, I had that World Baseball Classic video blow up, so now I can afford to buy MLB The Show. Beauty of a broken bat single by Taylor Ward, baby. If we do it a couple days a week, I can probably swing it, but I don't know about every day. What about every other day? What are we thinking, Frank? Every other day and you never have to edit it. Every other day with no editing? Isn't the Angels home opener against the Jays this year? Oh, shit, it is. I didn't even think about that. Ooh. We'll see. I have some plans for game 1 of the season, but maybe game 2, or is it a 2 or 3 game series? I think they're, wait, actually no, because it's not opening day. Opening day is against the A's. Yeah, I'd be down. Bang my line, Tango. Let's hop in a Discord tonight or something. Let's discuss. Let's do some talking. Let's do some talking. All right, Frank. Frank and Tango, we got some business to discuss after this game. All right, Taylor Ward led it off with a single. Here comes Mike Trout to bring them both in. Mike Trout with a 7,000-foot nuke. Here comes. Bet. Vladdy about to take Shohei deep? No. Just no. It's just not going to happen. The Angels are going to destroy Jose Barrios, I can tell you that. Can we talk about how successful my Barrios being mid narrative was last season? I think we need to talk about how successful my Jose Barrios narrative was. April 7th to 9th? Bet. I'll ask for the days off right now. Bro, the Blue Jays are throwing a no-hitter right now. After Trout goes deep here. I'm assuming that Trout didn't go deep because nobody said anything in the chat. And I'm still on a slight delay. Did you see that tank Josh Bell hit yesterday? I did not, but I did like that. I love that signing. Josh Bell to the Guardians is a fantastic signing. Dude, I'm so excited for the World Baseball Classic, though. Let me see. I'll show you my Google Doc of the schedule in just a second. The games are going pretty quick, man. Can't believe Barrios had a 9-figure contract. Dude, it's nuts. It is absolutely nuts. That's the dream, though. Him and Patrick Corbin. Two peas in a pod. Ugh. First and second. I assume he walked. Mike Trout with a good eye. Let's go. OBP God, Mike Trout. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love to see it. I'm really hoping to see Trout strike out less this year. I'd like to see his eye improve a little bit. What's good, NMR? What's up, Outlaw? How we doing? Welcome to the stream. You think Bachman will be a starter or reliever? I don't know. I don't think we have enough starting pitching talent in the minor leagues. I think they're going to try their best to develop him as a starter. But deep down, since he's been drafted, I've always seen him as a relief pitcher, and I've always seen him as like a setup guy to Ben Joyce. Obviously, I saw him as a closer before we drafted Ben Joyce, but now that we have Ben Joyce, I could really see that, you know, late in the season this year, I could see it being a Bachman setup, Ben Joyce closer situation down the stretch if we're competitive. We Thuman? Don't know what that means. Do you think we can convince the Blue Jays to take Zach Plesac? He's better than Barrios. He is better than Barrios. I agree. But Zach Plesac's pretty awful, man. It's so weird because he was good for that first rookie campaign, wasn't he? He had a good stretch. Did you see they told this hitter who was dealing with an injury not to swing and Elvis Peguero walked him? I did not see that. Where was that? Is that a real thing? That sounds right. That sounds like something Elvis Peguero would do. Jared Walsh walks, baby. Base is juiced. Base is juiced for Anthony Rendon. Come on, baby. Bases are juiced for Rendon. Bases juiced for Rendon. Tommy Fourbags, baby. Tony Fourbags, my bad. I don't know why I called him Tommy. Bro, the Blue Jays are really throwing a no-hitter in spring training. Has that ever happened? Would you rather have Yordan or J-Ram? Overall, as a baseball player, I'd rather have J-Ram, depending on what team I'm looking at. So if you're a team like the Cardinals who already has a good third baseman, I would definitely take Yordan because I think Yordan would help them more. But as far as the Angels go, I would definitely rather have J-Ram. J-Ram's a better all-around baseball player. Yordan is just such a monster to put in the middle of your lineup. Come on, Anthony. Tony Two Wrists. Let's go. Tony Two Wrists. Call him up as a closer in August and September and extend him into a starter. That could happen too. The opposite of Aroldis Chapman. No hitter and Kikuchi started? Oh my god, man. Dude, that's my problem with the Blue Jays is the depth of their rotation. I love the Chris Bassett edition, though. Love the Chris Bassett edition. They have a legitimate 1-2-3 punch in Toronto. But after that, it's just, 50 feet of crap, as they say. Sheesh. Feels so good to be live watching baseball again. In-play runs, what happened? Tony 1 RBI, let's go. What did he do? Off the glove, let's go. Let's go, baby. Angels out here putting up runs. And here comes the man, the myth, the legend. Hunter Renfroe with the bases juiced. Hunter Renfroe revenge game. Let's see it. Yeah, Baltimore. If they get no hit in spring training, I agree, man. Send them packing. Rendon is made of glass, but he do be clutch. I agree. Oh my god, dude. The Angels are they're such an exciting team when they're healthy, but you know they're not gonna be. You know they're not gonna be. It's just not gonna happen. The Rendon, the Renfroe Grand Slam is just it's happening. It's just poetic. It's going to happen. Like, you already know. We all know it's gonna happen. Like, just skip ahead. Like, I feel like you could just skip to the end of the YouTube video to see Hunter Renfroe hit this absolute nuke. I'm gonna say off the batter's eye, maybe over. Off the batter's eye, maybe over. I remember when I knew that Ohtani was going to have a good season in 2021. That's the only time I've ever legitimately overreacted to a spring training breakout. I guess I kind of overreacted to Joe Adell last year, but that's beside the point. When I knew Ohtani was going to have a monster season was when he hit a absolute nuke over the batter's eye in a spring training game. I think it went like 460 feet. Rengifo and Rendon on base for Renfroe hitting a nuke. That'd be funny. We do have a lot of Rens, don't we? Bro, they're just going to walk him. They're scared. They're scared. At least when they're inevitably injured, they'll have better depth now. Yeah, exactly. We can afford, probably we can afford 2 infielders going down and probably at least 1 outfielder. Like, if Trout and Rendon go down again, I mean, I'm not going to say if. When Trout and Rendon go down again, we'll be an okay team. We'll be all right. I am worried about how bad our rotation would be if Ohtani went down. But in play outs, Renfroe didn't leave the yard? Renfroe didn't leave the yard? Wow. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Vladdy has a couple of big-time bombs so far this spring. I hope Vlad has a resurgent season again. I'm not saying he had a bad... Well, he had a down year compared to his 2021, obviously. Ground into a double play, but we took the lead. The Albert Pujols special. The Albert Pujols special right there. If Ohtani gets injured, it's season over. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait for Bryce Young to combine measurements. He might be 5'9", 185. Very curious about the the draft and everything. They're changing pitchers already? Oh my god, man. Who even is Urseg? I've never heard of this dude. Have y'all heard of Urseg? Lucas Urseg. Well, since we're having a pitcher change, I definitely have some stuff to talk about with y'all. Let's talk about my 9 things that need to happen for the Angels to be a good team in 2023. So, first, the most important thing is 130 plus games from Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon. I don't even know if I need to include Rendon in this, but 130 games of Trout and Ohtani, that's a must. A must. Imagine a full season of 150 plus games from Ohtani and Trout would be magical. But I'm not gonna go that far. I'm gonna say 130 games. They can end up on the 10-day IL for a bit. That's fine. 10-day IL for a week or two. I'm fine with that. But we need 130 plus games. Is watching. Can you say hi, Peanut? Hi, Peanut. That's funny. Thanks, Frank. Okay. So 130 plus games from Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon. That's the most important thing going into this season, that they stay relatively healthy. Not fully healthy, but relatively healthy. No broken wrists, no torn ACLs, nothing. We need 130 plus games from those 3. Next up, 150 plus innings from Anderson, Sandoval, and Detmers. Same kind of thing. They can miss a couple starts, that's fine. They can miss some starts with blisters and whatnot, but we need 150 plus innings from those 3. So Tyler Anderson, Patrick Sandoval, Reed Detmers. We need those 3 guys to pitch. Need them to pitch. Next up at number 3, we have 4 veteran relief pitchers who have had good seasons recently. Carlos Estevez, Matt Moore, Aaron Loop, Ryan Tepera. I need 2 of them. Give me 2 of them to have good seasons this year. 2 of them. I don't know which 2. I have about the same confidence level in all 4 of them. So I need 2 of them to do well. I don't know if that's the 2 new ones, Estevez and Moore. I don't know if that is... Oh shit, the Angels scored. That was quick. That was quick. Oh wait, no they didn't. It said they scored. Brandon Drury with an RBI double. Let's go, baby. Let's go. My thing's so delayed, I didn't even know. I can see it live now, though. Beautiful, beautiful ground ball down the line. Beautiful ground ball down the line. I do agree Toro might have been able to knock that down and save a run. Attaboy, Brandon Drury. Attaboy, Brandon Drury. I love it. I love it. Alex, my guy. It is good to be back in action. Thanks, man. How you been? How you been? Long time no see. Their pitcher threw no strikes and 11 pitches. He threw at least 1 strike because Taylor Ward swung. You have a good feeling for Vlad? I do as well. I really like our lineup this year, bringing in some good lefty bats. Dude, that was my problem with the Blue Jays last year, was they had no lefties. They had no lefties. But I think, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. The guy, Dalton Varsho, man. Dalton Varsho is going to be a huge addition. That is a huge catcher platoon you have there, and then obviously can play outfield, so that's huge. So that's going to be really good for the Blue Jays. Like I said, I think their starting pitching is a lot better, adding Chris Bassett. And then I think Eric Swanson is a huge addition. I think that I'm not going to say they won the trade because I think Teoscar Hernandez is a better player, but they got what they needed. They could afford to lose Teoscar Hernandez, but they needed bullpen pitching, and Eric Swanson's phenomenal. So I really like that. I think the Blue Jays look better this year than they did last year. And then, obviously, their young talent's getting better every year. So, in play outs, Gio Urshela grounds out to the pitcher. All right, we'll take it, though. 3-run first inning. 3-run first inning from the boys. Let me mute this. Perfect. All right, I'm going to get back to this thread here in just a second. 2019 MVP Trout only played 134 games. Exactly, so you need 130 plus. 130 plus. They're not getting 150 innings because of the lack of starts with the 6-man rotation. Ohtani barely qualified and averaged over 6 innings, unlike Sandy. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I should have said like 125 innings, but we'll say 120 innings. How's that? 120 innings. I think that's fair. Okay, so let's say 120 plus innings from those 3 pitchers. I need at least 2 of these pitchers to be good out of the bullpen. 2 of these pitchers. Number 4, we need Logan O'Hoppe. In Logan O'Hoppe, we trust. We need Logan O'Hoppe to do something. I know I made a whole video about signing Gary Sanchez, which would also be fine. But if Logan O'Hoppe, I'm not saying he needs to be the best catcher in baseball, which some people legitimately think he can be. There are some MLB Network guys, there are some MLB analysts who legitimately think that Logan O'Hoppe could be one of the best catchers in baseball. And we don't even need that. I'm just saying above average. Let's say 110 WRC plus or better. 110 WRC plus gets the job done. But if he could continue his dominance like he did in AA and, put up 150 WRC plus, that would be massive. But let's just shoot for above average. Above average for O'Hoppe. 20 home runs would be nice too. Ben Joyce makes the team out of camp and becomes a solid reliever, eventually taking over the closer job. I don't think they would give him the closing job out of camp, but I do think he could make the roster. And who do we have currently? Is it Jimmy Herget's supposed to be the closer? I think Quijada's supposed to be the closer. Ben Joyce should be the closer. No doubt in my mind. I think we all know it. I think we all know that. All right. My hot take is Dalton Varsho will regress a ton this year. I disagree with that. We also needed some bats. Yeah, the Mariners, it was a good trade. It was a good trade overall. Hopefully Tyler Anderson doesn't go to crap now that he's an Angel. I don't think he's going to be as good as he was with the Dodgers last year, but I think he'll be serviceable. I think we'll have a chance to win every time he pitches. He could be one of the best now because, yeah, the bar is pretty low for catchers. I agree. I am one of the people, future first ballot Hall of Famer, Logan O'Hoppe. He has the talent, man. He has the talent. He could be the next, JT Realmuto. We'll continue in a sec, but it looks like we're getting back to it. Yep, the inning has started. Mike Brasso at the dish. Mike Brasso. If you'll remember, Mike Brasso was the legendary Tampa Bay Rays player who, what's it called? He was the Rays pitcher who hit a go-ahead home run off of Aroldis Chapman in the ALDS against the Yankees. Herget, Quijada, Joyce, Estevez, Tepera, Loop, Moore. See, that's solid. That's solid. I would like to see Eric Torres and Luke Murphy. I think Luke Murphy could make it. I think Luke Murphy could make the team. He's a good left-handed starter, or good left-handed reliever. He has had a good spring. He's had a good start to the spring. He's been good so far. And they seem to like him and be more high on him than Eric Torres. But I think Eric Torres gets the call at some point this season. And I don't think it's even remotely a hot take to say that Luke Murphy makes the team at some point this year. Mike Brasso just walked. Chase Silseth, come on now. Ingram is also, yes, Colton Ingram. I can't sleep on him. Colton Ingram's been solid too. See, that's why I'm like, that's another reason I'm more confident in this team this year than I was last year. When inevitably our relievers, go to crap and our bullpen sucks, there's no excuse to keep people who aren't producing around, a la Mike Myers. You remember a couple years ago, Alex Claudio, Aaron Sleggers, all those guys that would just come in and consistently blow games. There is no reason to not release those guys, not to demote them, not to just keep them sitting on the bench when we have good young arms that are ready to come up. So we'll see. Thoughts on why we didn't pull the trigger on Bogarts? I just think it was a change of mindset from the front office this year. I think Perry Manassian's been very vocal about this too. He saw the team last year and saw how awful our depth was. He saw as soon as Rendon went down, the team went to crap. As soon as Trout went down, the team went to crap. He saw too many games where Andrew Velasquez was batting sixth. He saw too many games where Tyler Wade was, batting leadoff or batting second. He saw too many games where we had quadruple A players batting in places where quadruple A batters should not be batting. So his idea was wild pitch, goddamn. Perry Manassian went into this offseason with one plan in motion and one plan only. I think he wanted a shortstop, but he went out and said, we are going to have a deep baseball team. When you look at all the playoff teams, you see not a significant amount of depth in some. Like, I don't think the Braves have a great amount of depth, but they have better depth than Andrew Velasquez, Tyler Wade, and, other random guy. We had Phil Gosselin playing on the team last year. We had... Who else was on the team last year? Juan Lagares played a significant portion of the season. Like, you just can't have that. You just can't have that. Rendon, what did Rendon do? I got to see it. Because Bogart's contract is Pujols 2.0. I don't think Bogart's contract's going to be that bad. I think Trey Turner's contract is Pujols 2.0. I think the Phillies signed 3 of the worst contracts of the offseason. Oh, man, that was terrible. That was an awful throw. Good Lord. I just saw the Lindor home run from someone's iPhone in the press box. I gotta love spring training. I love it. Yeah, spring training's a mess, man. But where was I? I wanted the Angels to go out and get Dansby Swanson because I think Dansby Swanson was the best bang for your buck when it comes to contracts for shortstops this offseason. Trey Turner, there's no way I would have been okay with the Angels offering what the Phillies offered. Bogarts was reasonable, but I don't think he's as good as... I couldn't make an argument for Xander Bogaerts as much as I could make an argument for Dansby Swanson. So that's kind of where I fall on it. I don't think Perry Manassian was looking to make a huge splash at the shortstop position when he's trying to build depth and re-sign Ohtani next offseason. So I think that had something to do with it. But overall, I think that's why we didn't sign a big shortstop and why we didn't go for a guy like Bogarts. Yeah, Trey Turner's contract's disgusting, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. They're going to be paying a 38-year-old Trey Turner, what was it, $28 million a year, $30 million a year, when his primary tool is speed, and you're going to be paying him when he's 40 years old? That's insane. If you had front loaded it, that would have made sense. You know, pay him $50 million while he's healthy and fast and hitting. But when a guy's primary tool is speed, why would you sign him to an 11-year deal? That's nuts, man. I don't think we could have signed a big shortstop and Ohtani. I agree with that. How do you feel about a 32-year-old getting an 11-year extension? And Manny Machado is different though. Manny Machado is... I mean, I guess it does kind of look like Albert Pujols' contract because he's one of the best players in baseball. Oh, shit. Silseth with a pickoff. Let's go. Lindor hit a nuke. I love that. Lindor is so fun to watch, man. By the way, I'm trying to get in a fantasy league. So if anybody's trying to make a fantasy league, bang my line. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter. Let's talk some shop. Because I'd love to stream a fantasy baseball draft for you guys. Padres backloaded Machado's contract. Machado's good, though. Machado is a phenomenal hitter, and I think his tools will age much better than a guy like a guy like Trey Turner. I don't see Trey Turner's skill sets aging well. They're going to age like milk. While, you know... Machado's could age like a wine. Machado is a career 126 OPS plus hitter. NMR Fantasy Baseball League, I'd be down, but I want to get some people who are serious, you know?
I'm not sure I understand.
Menace texting me. Ward almost caught the run of lacking, just like the Astros caught him lacking last year. Peyton Henry with an RBI single. Don't know who Peyton Henry is, but here we are. Damn. It was a nice swing. Can't be mad at that. I will say this baseball game, for a pitch clock game, this game's going a little slow. We're close to an hour in, and it's only been an inning and a half. You're in 2 fantasy leagues? Nice. All right, let's see it, Silseth. I still don't know who's slated to come in after Silseth gets pulled. Who did you say post the lineup cards better? Someone said that. Please do not speak of that Ward Astros play. That video is cursed. 41 pitches and not even done with 2 innings. Yep. It's going slow. Bally Sports keep cutting to green screens and blurry. Yeah, Bally Sports is a whole mess, bro. They should hire me as their play-by-play guy. Matt Moore should come in. Yeah, we haven't seen Matt Moore yet this spring. We haven't seen Moore. We haven't seen Estevez. We haven't seen... I told you we haven't seen Torres. Tepera and Loop are pitching today? Okay, bet. That'll be good to see. Loop, if you guys remember, Loop had a great start to last season. Loop had a really good start to last season. and then he just completely fell off a cliff. And Amar and Gooby, yes, that'd be fantastic. Struck him out. We'll take it. We'll take it. Still can't believe Jose's only getting paid $20 million a year. Yeah, that's nuts. That's why you don't want to get drafted by the Guardians. All right, we're in between innings. Let's get back to my 9 things that need to happen for the Angels to be good next year. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. All right, so I believe we left off at number 6 here. So Taylor Ward continues his breakout campaign from last season with 20-plus home runs and an 800-plus OPS. I tried to set the bars at reasonable levels for these things. And I do think Taylor Ward's capable of putting up, better numbers than this. I think he could hit 30 home runs. I think he could put up an 850 OPS, sorry. But I thought I'd set it reasonable, and I feel like that's a reasonable expectation to have for him. So I'd love to see him be able to continue this into this season. Next up, the first base position as a whole. Jared Walsh and Gio Urshela. Walsh against righties, Urshela versus lefties. If they can put up a combined, 115 plus, WRC plus, I think that's what we need out of the first base position. And with how good Walsh is against righties and how good Gio Urshela is against lefties, I think that could be a really good duo there. Okay. 8 solid relief options in the minors. Torres, C-Rod, Murphy, Ingram. Put pressure on and or replace veteran bullpen arms throughout the season. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, if Matt Moore just is awful and can't get an out, I don't care that we're paying him, $6 million. You just gotta let him go. You gotta let him go, send him down, do something. But we have so many good relief options in the minors. You gotta try him out. You gotta try him out. I don't know how you can make roster space, but you gotta try these guys out. They have to get a chance to put pressure on these guys. And then the last thing is that Jose Suarez, Tucker Davidson, Chase Silseth, etc., we just need them to be serviceable at the end of the rotation. We just need them to be serviceable at the end of the rotation. So we need to make sure after the top 4, which we have confidence in to be good, that these guys can come through and at least give us a chance to win. At least give us a chance to win. All right, Devin Williams, 2022 All-Star Devin Williams on the mound to face Matty Thaiss. Got to watch out for that screwball there. Non-injured Ward could put up a 900 OPS. It's possible. I wouldn't say that's my expectation for him, but it's possible. I will say we need to have more realistic expectations when it comes to Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward does not have the power that we want him to have. he when he hits, he can hit home runs, but I wouldn't consider him a home run hitter, a home run threat. I don't really see him hitting 30 home runs this year. 20 plus, that's reasonable, but he's not in the, he's not a power hitter. He's not a power hitter. If you look at his batted ball data, he does not hit the ball that hard. He can square the ball up, but he doesn't hit 112 mile per hour nukes like Trout and Ohtani do, And he plans on coming to some Angels games. I really don't. Money-wise, it's too expensive, man. I can't. We'll see if the money's doing all right in the summer, But with the wedding and everything, man, it's I gotta save money. So that does mean there'll be a lot more watch parties, but I'm not necessarily sure that I'll have any game vlogs for you guys. I am planning my bachelor party to be a baseball-related one, so might be going to maybe Atlanta, maybe doing a road trip to Texas or something. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll go to a couple games this year, but currently I don't have any plans for it because it's too expensive. Do you think the rotation being lefty-heavy might be a problem? Not particularly. I don't think it matters as much as some people think it does. It will certainly hurt us against teams like, Trying to think, like the Blue Jays and the Dodgers that are more right-handed heavy and have, you know, right-handed boppers, as they say. But overall, I don't think it will have that big of an effect. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I honestly think it helps us more than it hurts us. So, we'll see. It would, you know, if we had a bullpen full of only lefties, that might be an issue. But since it's just starters, I wouldn't be too worried. Bro, am I the only one who didn't know Kevin Podlow was an absolute tank? Holy shit, this dude's massive. Dude, this dude's huge. That guy's a freak, man. He's massive. Word Savant page is a thing of beauty. It is, but it's not Mike Trout. Like, he put up Mike Trout numbers in a small sample size last year, but let's take a look. Let's take a look. Like, it's above average. I'm just saying he's not in the... He doesn't... I don't expect him to put up 40-plus home runs. Like, let's compare him to... Let's see. Well, obviously, Shohei Ohtani hits the ball harder than him. 97th, 100th, 93rd. Trout hits the ball way harder than he does. 90-plus percentile. Who else hits 40-plus home runs? Let's go Nolan Arenado. Damn, Nolan Arenado doesn't hit it as hard. I don't know. We'll see. But how many did he hit last year? 30. So I guess he's like on par with an Arenado type, where he barrels the ball a lot, he hits the ball hard, but he's not... I wouldn't consider him an elite power hitter, you know? That expected weighted on base average. In play outs. Nothing doing there. Podlow just missed. Let's see it. Damn, bro. Devin Williams serving up meatballs for breakfast. Back-to-back near nukes. I wish we could see the baseball savant, like the exit velos and stuff. Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah, only certain games. Like the Pirates, Phillies, Nationals, Mets. That's crazy. None of the... Damn, Ward almost hit one too. They all smoked that. But of course, there's no savant data on exit velo and stuff from these spring training games. Only like a certain portion of them have that have that there. So I don't know. Let's talk a bit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of? Give me some 2023 season takes. What are we thinking? Talked a lot about the Angels. I haven't found a new player to hate this season. I haven't found my 2023 Jose Barrios yet. The Brewers are my pick for the most overrated team in baseball. I'd say the Mariners and the Dodgers are the most underrated teams in baseball. Who else? Who's overrated in the American League? Let's take a look. I posted my standings prediction. Jesus Christ, man, that's not a take I want to hear. I think the Rays are underrated. I think the Rays are really underrated this year. The Red Sox are a bad baseball team, like very bad. Like they might have one of the worst rotations in baseball. Angels win the West. I'm sorry. I just don't see that as even a remote possibility. I don't see that as a remote possibility. Okay, so interesting you say that, Jaime. I think the Blue Jays feel overrated, right? I don't know. I did this whole bit in my my predictions video, but the Blue Jays feel overrated. But when you look at their roster, it's not. They feel overrated, but they're not. Eric Torres is in the game. Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody shut up. Eric Torres is pitching. Eric Torres is pitching. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Eric Torres is pitching. We got to tweet about it. We got to tweet about it. Eric Torres is pitching. Red alert. Red alert. Eric Torres is pitching. Everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. Eric Torres is in. Eric Torres is in the game. Eric Torres is in the game, folks. In play outs. Ground ball god, Eric Torres. Ground ball god, Eric Torres. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sal Frelick didn't stand a chance. Sal Frelick didn't stand a chance. I would like to see at least one strikeout, though. Give me a strikeout. I love the soft contact, don't get me wrong, but give me a strikeout here. Show me what you got, Torres. Show me what you got. I'm finally getting to the part where he grounds out. Hold on. Oh, that's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. Put him on roller skates. Sal Frelick playing today's game on roller skates. Eric Torres, my dude. I'm not gonna lie, I did message Eric Torres on Twitter to try to get him, get an interview with him, but no response has been made. Did you know that the AL West was the least hitter-friendly division in 2022? I did not. That's interesting. It's gonna be a very weird season, pitching-wise. I think the what's it called? The Rangers could be nasty, but they could also see regression from every single pitcher in their rotation. So I don't know what to think of the Rangers. I'm scared of DeGrom, obviously. DeGrom's terrifying. Just the idea of facing DeGrom several times in one season is terrifying. But we'll see what happens. Come on, Torres. Give me a strikeout, baby. Give me a strikeout. We got him 1-2. We got him 1-2. Come on, Torres. Come on, Torres. Come on, Torres. Let's see it, baby. Batter timeout. That's not allowed. I wish we could see some velocity. Oh, he walked him. He walked him. Come on, man. I also don't think DeGrom's going to be healthy all season. I don't even know if he starts the season healthy. God damn it. Gotta throw strikes, man. I agree. The Rangers are super overrated. The Rangers are super overrated. The offense is not that good. They have some good players, but it's not deep. It's not good. Like, their opening day lineup's okay, but they're not deep. And with how many injury-prone players they have, it's not going to go well for them. They have no bullpen, and their rotation is good, but they're all injury-prone. They are all regression candidates. Like, I don't know. I hate talking shit in division because I know it's going to come back to bite me. But at the end of the day, it doesn't... I'm not scared of the Rangers. I'm really not. Well, that's the thing. So, what are we going to get out of Martin Perez? What is Martin Perez? He's been an average to below average pitcher his entire career, and then all of a sudden was elite last year. Do you really think he's going to sustain that? Because I don't. I don't think he's going to sustain that. I don't think Andrew Heaney is what we saw last year. I think Andrew Heaney is what we saw with the Angels, especially with the Rangers pitching, coaching staff. That hasn't been great. I think Eovaldi's solid, but not, great. He's a very slightly above average pitcher. Eovaldi's probably my second favorite pitcher in that rotation outside of DeGrom, obviously. So we'll see what happens. But don't love it. Back-to-back walks. God damn it. Come on, Eric. Come on, Eric. Get your shit together. Oh, it's the wind. See, the wind's pushing the ball out of the strike zone. The wind is pushing the ball out of the strike zone. It's the only possible answer. We should have signed Eovaldi. I agree. Eovaldi would have been perfect for the back end of the Angels rotation. Or Waka. Michael Waka and Eovaldi would have been great. Would have been great. DeGrom with a 300-plus ERA plus does not sound that out. It's not a... It's very possible. It's very possible. Torres cannot throw strikes right now. I think he's probably nervous. This is probably the biggest stage he's ever pitched on. I don't know. I don't know where he pitched in college. Let's look it up. He's 23 years old. He was a 14th overall pick. He went to Kansas State. Got a swing. There's a strike. He didn't actually swing, but it doesn't matter. Come on, Eric. Torres walks another guy. He might just get suspended for slowing the game down. Yeah, I imagine he's just nervous, which is not going to bode well when he gets called up. Mookie Betts homered off Heaney. I love that. Come on, baby. Let's see it, Eric. Let's see it, Mr. Torres. God damn it. Pain. Pain. All I know is pain. Matt Wise was never that bad. Matt Wise has been very good, especially at developing changeups. Come on, Eric. Let's see it, my guy. Well, since Eric Torres looks terrible right now, let's remind ourselves of how good he was last year. Shall we? Shall we? Eric Torres last season, 14 strikeouts per 9, 0.5 home runs per 9, 51 innings pitched, 1.59 ERA with a 2.94 FIP. '81 strikeouts in 51 innings pitched. He did have trouble with walks, but not nearly this much. 23 walks in 51 innings. That's 4 walks per 9. It's not great, but it's certainly not walk 3 straight batters bad. Give me a strike. There we go. Start him off 0-1. Yeah, we knew Jeremy Reed was gone. I disagree. I think Wise is not good enough for our rotation. I'm sorry. Wise is very good at developing changeups. If you notice, every pitcher in our rotation has a good changeup. Ironically, outside of Shohei, Shohei's changeup's okay, but it's not a, his out pitch is a splitter. But Sandoval, Detmers, Suarez all have good changeups. Silseth has a good changeup. Woo! That was out. That was certainly out. But we'll take the call. 1-2, baby. Come on, Eric. Give me a strikeout. Give me a strikeout. Woo! Yes, he did. No, he didn't. God damn it. Rangers had a closer. They just traded him for 1 game. in a 60-game season worth of washed-up Corey Kluber. That's just unbelievable, bro. That's unbelievable. Detmers looks great. Detmers does look great. Davidson didn't look bad. Yeah, he had some quality starts last season, too. I thought Detmers throws a slider and a curveball. I'm 99% sure Detmers throws a changeup. Let's see. He threw his changeup 11% of the time in 2022. He threw his changeup so he might not have had a changeup until last season, because he only threw his changeup 4.7% of the time in 2021 versus 11% of the time in 2022. So he throws his curveball and slider a lot more, but he does have a changeup. And he got 9 strikeouts on it in 2022. Eric Torres, inning-ending double play. Let's go. That's my dog right there, baby. That's my dog. Eric Torres is a 23-year-old left-handed pitcher, and I'm also a 23-year-old left-handed pitcher. So basically we're the same. We're basically the same. But yeah, Reed Detmers does throw a changeup. And in 2022... Let's see. He had a 24% whiff percentage. Average exit velo of 87, which is pretty average. It was okay. But it was a lot better than it was in 2021 when it was awful. It had a 0% put away percentage. He had 0 strikeouts on it. People were batting .571, .442, .857 against his changeup in 2021, as opposed to .268, .299, .408, .438 in 2022. So it's still not... It got a lot better last season is what I'm saying. So that's what Matt Wise brings to the table. Okay. Double play Torres. Let's go. I don't know what's worse. Clevenger for Naylor, Quantrill, and Arias, or Kluber for Clase. First of all, who's Arias? Have we seen Arias yet? Clevenger for Naylor and Quantrill's pretty bad, but Kluber for Clase, it's hard because he's a reliever, but not to exaggerate, but Detmers is literally a young Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, he is. Anderson's pitching against the Dodgers on Friday. That's exciting. All right, Mike Trout at the dish. Let's see it, baby. Arias is a top middle infield prospect. Okay. I'm very well versed with the Angels farm system. I'm not too well versed outside of that. Bro, the Blue Jays might actually no-hit the Orioles. That's insane. It's still a no-hitter into the top of the 9th. Mike Trout lines out to first baseman Mike Brossow. Got a good eye, though. It's really annoying that they don't give us exit velo in these. I missed the regular season. Clase has a career 1.47 ERA. That's insane. Yeah, Clase is he's just nuts. Damn, talk about being in the right place. Sheesh. That ball was smoked. Right at him. Yeah, he demolished that. I'm so excited for the World Baseball Classic, guys. Who do you guys have winning the World Baseball Classic? I assume we're all rolling with the Dominican Republic. I just don't think that the USA has the pitching for it. If I had to pick, I'm saying Dominican Republic 1, I'm going to say Japan 2, Venezuela 3. And we'll see what happens outside of that. I'm really high on Venezuela. Good take, Walshy. Good take. Not your pitch. Not your pitch, my guy. Guerra. Is this... This isn't who I'm thinking of, right? No. Who is that? We had a Guerra. What was it? Was it Junior Guerra? I think that's who it was. Who was terrible for the Angels. The NFL released report cards. Damn. The NFL released report cards from players who voted on different categories, how the organization treats them. The Bengals are one of 3 teams that don't provide dinner for the players. Yikes. Big yikes. But they still got Joe Shiesty. That's all that matters to them. All right, Rendon. Let's see what you got. I'm going to see if they start pulling the starters now. If they start pulling the starters, we'll see if I stay live or not. I wouldn't mind seeing an Edgar Caro at bat. Who knows? They might give the Angels 3 at-bats. Might give the starters 3 at-bats. All right, Rendon. Damn. Fly out to center. What are you going to do? The Vikings were the top-ranked team in that survey. Were they really? I love it. Love to hear it. All right. So part of what I did in the new stream setup, move this chair out of the way, was I added a standing desk. So now I have an adjustable desk, which, if you can't tell, is currently rising. And now I can stand while I watch the game. And it is going to make these streams so much easier. I'm very excited for it. Look at that outfield communication by the Brewers. Good to see it. All right. You watch any hockey? I watch a little bit of hockey. I know the Ducks are terrible, and I'm a Ducks fan, so it doesn't really... It's not fun to watch the Ducks right now. Watching hockey is not a good time at the moment. But when the Ducks are good, it's fun to watch. And as a sports fan in general, if I'm going to watch any game and I have no idea what's going on, hockey's the game I want to watch. Hockey's the most entertaining game at face value in sports, in my opinion. I think it's better than football. It's better than baseball, entertainment-wise. Obviously, I'm a bigger baseball fan. I like baseball more. I like football more. But hockey is super entertaining. So I'll watch the NHL playoffs, the Stanley Cup finals and stuff. And when the Ducks are good, I'll watch them a lot. But right now I want the Ducks to lose so they can get the #1 overall pick. Is that Mickey plush there for when the Angels make you cry and you can hold it? Excuse me? What are you doing my guy Goofy like that for? What are you doing my guy Goofy like that for? You gonna apologize to Goofy? Look at this man. He's got a little baseball glove and everything. Let's see what else I got. I can grab my gloves and stuff now. It's pretty dope. I'm excited for this new stream setup. Do you guys think I should add some more stuff to the walls? What do you think? What do you think? Maybe like an Ohtani poster up there? Or I could get like a fathead, one of those. Look like a 12-year-old kid's room. What else should I do? Oh, we got Aaron Lupin. Aaron Loop in the game. Give me the loop. Give me the loop. Watch party. There we go. All right, we're back. By the way, we're up to 3,100 subscribers. Let's get to 5K by the end of the first month. That's my goal. Loop Soup is in. Yes, sir. Hockey's pretty entertaining. My Kraken is in the 1 wildcard spot and a few wins behind the leaders. Nice. I didn't know the Kraken were actually good. Stefanik's in now. Stefanik's in. Interesting. So Trout's still in the game, but Rendon's out. Weird. 1 pitch, 1 out. They get out Cleveland Guardians legend Owen Miller. What? So why is Owen Miller not on the Guardians anymore, Travis? Wasn't he good last year? I think you should put some more things on the wall. Pennants would be cool. Okay, that'd be nice. I could look into that. I actually found we were looking at like this thrift shop well, not a thrift shop. It was like a vintage store in Orlando, and they had some vintage Angels pennants, but when you put the word vintage in front of something, they just up the price so ridiculously high. So they were like $50 for an Angels pennant, and I was like, I could probably find this for $5 on eBay. Owen Miller was terrible. I thought Owen Miller, he had a really good start to last year. I remember that. You can place a flag above the hats. Interesting. Okay. That'd be kind of nice. Yeah, I was thinking that or like an Ohtani poster or something. All right, Aaron Loop with a strikeout. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. Aaron Loop having a resurgence here would be so nice. Be so nice. If Loop can look nice. 2023 pennant. Yes, sir. Because he sucks ass. He's a second baseman that was playing first and didn't know how to play first. He also didn't hit after hit at all after May. Good God. I got to work on my reading skills. Attaboy, Aaron. What a nasty pitch. I just saw the strikeout for those of you watching at home. So not only is the YouTube stream delayed, me watching the stream of the game that is also delayed makes it even more delayed. Let me go here real quick. Change the song. All right. Let's get Aaron. Let's get it, Aaron. Get a Mickey Mouse Dodgers pennant. That'd be cool. Even if Luke falls off a cliff, we have Eric Torres in Double-A we can call up. That's true. Torres had trouble throwing strikes earlier, though. Not a good look for him. He got out of the inning with no runs, but still not a great look. You also got me. You got NMR Sports, left-handed pitcher. Class of 2017, Mission Viejo High School. Same high school that Patrick Sandoval came out of. We got a left-handed pitching lab. How do I feel about Ben Joyce? I love Ben Joyce, and I really hope he makes the roster out of spring training, and I think he should be the closer at least by the end of April. I don't think they'll be confident enough in him to make him the closer day one. They'll want to see how he performs, but I think he could be the closer by the end of April. So, obviously I love Ben Joyce. How can you not love a 105-mile-per-hour fastball? So, hopefully he gets it done. Peyton Henry walks. Come on, Loop. What are we doing, my guy? Go Diablos, yes, sir. The pride of Mission Viejo High School. I'm not even getting my hopes up for Loop. Yeah, there's no reason to, but speaking of the top 100 list, I refuse to believe Patrick Sandoval didn't make the top 100. Ooh, Aaron Loop with a pitch clock violation. Aaron Loop with a pitch clock violation. Sheesh. Okay. Let's see it. Do you think Ben Joyce will stay healthy? That is a big concern. I agree. I personally think he will for a bit at least. He doesn't really have any injury history to my knowledge. At least that I've heard about. I'm not entirely sure. I hope he can stay healthy. We've seen it in the past. Like, Aroldis Chapman stayed relatively healthy his whole career, and he throws 100. It's definitely tough, but it's easier to do as a reliever, I think, than it is as a starter. So if he was a starter, I would have more of a concern, but since he's a relief pitcher, I don't have too big of a concern with him, even though he throws as hard as he does. I agree Patrick Sandoval should be top 100. Taylor Ward should be a top 100. Who else? Yeah, that's it from the roster that should be in the top 100. Some borderline guys. Shane Bieber didn't make the top 100? Did he not? There's no way. You're joking, right? Maybe they just didn't put pitchers in there. I gotta look into it. All right, let's see it loop. All right, all right. Andrew Velasquez, top 100. I agree. He got robbed. Can't sit here and tell me that the best defensive shortstop in all of baseball. How do you feel about the pitch clock overall? Good or bad? I talked about it at the beginning of the stream a little bit. I think that the pitch clock is great for the game of baseball. I personally don't love it because I like watching long baseball games. And I like the tension that it creates and the anxiety of, like, you know, attaboy, Aaron Loop with another strikeout. Attababe. Love to see it. Okay, we'll go full screen. I think that the pitch clock for the game of baseball is an overall good thing. I am going to miss watching long baseball games and watching those, you know, intense ninth innings where the pitcher stands there, takes a look in. Let's go from the stretch. Stands there, takes a look in, looks around, steps off, you know. I'm going to miss some of those moments as a selfish baseball fan, but overall I think it's a great thing for the game of baseball. Okay. How do I feel about Ohtani? I don't know. I have no idea. I wish I did, but I have no idea. Obviously, I hope he's an absolute stud. I hope he hits 25 home runs this year. I hope he makes the All-Star team. I hope he wins Rookie of the Year. It's the Angels. Nothing good ever happens to this franchise, so I find it hard to believe that something will go right for us. So I'm cautiously optimistic about Ohtani. He's obviously been an absolute stud at the AA level. He was great with Rocket City last year. He already had a home run this spring. But when it comes down to it, and he's facing, you know, Jacob deGrom, I don't know how he's going to fare. I don't know that the jump from AA to the major leagues is that easy to make. So we'll see. I have some faith in him, but I wouldn't hold my breath that he's going to come up and be, you know, the second coming of Yogi Berra. With the Lions at Angel Stadium, you get up and drink and come back and you miss 2 innings. That sucks. In play, no out. Hunter Renfroe with a leadoff single. Attababe. Let's go, Hunter. That's my dude right there. I'm excited for the new pickups. So Hunter Renfroe, Gio Urshela, Brandon Drury. I'm excited to see all 3 of them. I'm excited to see them get some work in, and just to not have to put up with, you know, hoping Joe Adell figures it out and not having to put up with Andrew Velasquez at bats and stuff. I made jokes and I made fun of it and everything, and it was a good time, but I'm excited to not have to put up with that anymore. That was a nice piece of hitting there. Attababe. Attababe, Hunter. All right, let's see it, Brandon. Oh, I just realized we have another Brandon now, so now we have to put up with the 40-year-olds in the stands going, "Let's go, Brandon," and, like, laughing their ass off. I hate that, man. I feel like every single, like, you know, boomer in the audience thinks that they made that up or something. Ooh, nice little foul ball there. Good swing from Drury. It's the Angels, so Hoppy will do all that, and the Angels will still be terrible. That's funny. It could happen. Every time I look, I see Trout at 3 home runs, Ohtani 18 strikeouts, a Hoppy 8-hit game, and the Angels lose. That'd be fun. Get a third player to add to the mix. I'm really hoping the bullpen makes a big stride this year. Because the bullpen and the lineup depth were the 2 biggest issues we had last season. The rotation wasn't elite, but it was good enough to make the playoffs. The top of the order was good enough to make the playoffs, but the lineup depth and the bullpen were just non-existent. They were atrocious. They might have been the worst in baseball. They were very close to the worst in baseball, if anything. Jason Hayward just hit a home run for the Dodgers. So weird, man. What role will Urshela have? A bench piece for depth? I think Urshela is a platoon first baseman primarily. So him and Walsh, depending on the starting pitcher. So Walsh against righties, Urshela against lefties. And he will definitely be there to give Rendon some days off. I think Rendon's going to probably get 1 day off every 10 days. Maybe more than that, because they're definitely concerned with him staying healthy for once. Damn, another smoked ball to the outfield. Good swing by Drury, but nothing. So I think primarily Urshela is a depth, is a platoon first baseman. And outside of that, I think he is, like I said, going to fill in the gaps at second base and third base. So he'll definitely get some playing time. I think he'll play every game that a left-handed pitcher starts this year. And, you know, if Rengifo starts to struggle, if Drury starts to struggle, he'll definitely play some second base, maybe a little bit of shortstop. I think he'll play every infield position at some point this year. They're bringing in a new pitcher to pitch to Urshela. Panini. What role? We got that. Ben Joyce throws 105 and the Angels lose 5-2. I thought we escaped the let's go Brandon chance behind home plate after Marsh. Yes, I know. Not going to be fun. I'll just mute it again. Does Rengifo have another solid year, better or worse? I don't think Rengifo is going to be as good as he was last year, but he's another guy who's really good against left-handed pitching. So I'm more concerned with our lineup facing righties than I am against lefties. I think we're going to destroy left-handed pitching, but as a whole, when it comes to lefties, Trout is better against righties. Ohtani's better against righties. Walsh is better against righties. And I have a little bit of faith in Rendon and Ward hitting against righties. I'm worried about Urshela hitting against righties. I'm worried about Drury hitting against righties. Ohapi's an unknown. I guess Fletch can hit right-handed pitching pretty well. And I honestly don't want Rengifo playing against right-handed pitchers at all. He was bad against righties last year. Just look at the numbers. We'll look at him in a sec. Gio Urshela with an RBI. Not an RBI single, but a single nonetheless. Ward hits righties. Nice. No way Rengifo's copies the season from last year. I agree. He's good against lefties, though. So I love him. You know, he owns Robbie Ray. Yeah, I like him against lefties. That's what I'll say. And he's solid defensively. But, you know, he could be a guy. Atta baby. Falls in. He just got to work on his left-handed swing, though. Or just commit to being a right-handed hitter. Because he's clearly a better righty than he is lefty. I don't know why. We saw it with, what's his name? Cedric Mullins. Cedric Mullins was always a switch hitter until he started batting primarily only left-handed. And all of a sudden he had a breakout season. So maybe that's what Rengifo needs to do. Just focus on batting right-handed. Fletcher or Rengifo? We're talking about Rengifo. Fletcher makes contact. That's what he's always been good at. That's what he always does. So I think with no shifts or anything, I think he could have a solid year. But it's just not... The game is not built for a contact hitter nowadays. That's why I didn't like the Red Sox signing... what's his name? The guy from Japan. I can't remember his name. But it's not a game built for contact hitters anymore. Did the Blue Jays throw their no-hitter? They did not. It looks like they allowed a home run late in the game. Oh no, Keston Hjerstad got a hit in the ninth, it looks like. Did they just balk in a run? I missed that. What happened? Did they balk in a run? Looks like his foot got stuck in the ground or something. Weird. All right, runner on second, though, for Matty Thice. Let's see you, baby. Do we compete with Houston this season with a better rotation? I don't think the rotation was the problem, but I don't... Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the game. I don't think we compete with Houston. Houston is the best team in the American League. It's not even close. And what else happened? I think the Mariners are a lot better than people think. I have the Angels finishing third, and I think that is a respectable projection for them. All right, Theis grounded out. Gio didn't score because it was a small... They had the infield in. He didn't know he was going to misplay it. That was a nice swing by Theis, though. Are we playing ranked co-op together this year? I'm playing ranked co-op with whoever's willing to play ranked co-op with me. I am getting MLB The Show. I'll make a couple... I'll try to make some videos with MLB The Show. I'll probably do some live streaming with MLB The Show, but we'll see. I'll definitely have my yearly opening night live stream. Kevin Padlo, let's see it, my guy. I'm gonna go back to the watch party view. Let's see it, Kevin. I want to see a nuke out of you. Give me a nuke. Let's see it. Miguel Vargas is a 600 on base percentage, despite being incapable of swinging a bat due to injury. That's insane. Why are they putting him in? Let's run it. We'll mercy these kids. Absolutely. All right, Kevin. Woo! Nice little swing. Ah, foul. Are you buying any Trout or Ohtani World Baseball Classic jerseys? It's another... Money's tight. I want one so bad. I want a Trout and an Ohtani World Baseball Classic jersey so bad. And I can't afford it, man. I want to buy it so bad, but I can't. I just can't. I can't justify it. I'm already buying MLB The Show. I want to go to baseball. I want to go to some spring training games, but I can't. It's tough, man. But I'm just trying to save money. So I'll be doing a lot more watch parties, so it'll be good for my YouTube. But, yeah, I can't. They want Vargas to practice defense. But if he can't, why can't he swing the bat? Why can he play defense, but he can't swing the bat? Yeah. Good swing. See what happens. I'm curious if they keep Trout in after this. I guess they'll give Ward Trout. I think they'll go one more time through the order. Except for Rendon, I guess. He fractured his pinky. So that's not gonna affect him on defense, but it's gonna affect him. That's weird. That's super weird. That's weird. That doesn't make any sense to me. Padlo 9 pitch at bat. That's nuts. Good take. Padlo's a tank, bro. How big is this dude? He looks massive. That's wild. He's never hit a home run? This dude's huge. He's 6'2", 210. Maybe he's not that big, but he looks big, I can tell you that much. He looks like he'd be a tank. We back. What up, Austin? But couldn't his glove hand get affected too if the ball's hit hard enough at it? And he pops out after all that. 12 pitches. All right, 4-2 Halos. What do you think of the new stream setup, Austin? Pitch fly out. Love it. We were just talking about how overrated the Brewers are and how they're a third place team. I'll grab a different glove. Hell yeah. I love this glove, man. What do you think? Pretty sexy. It's been a long winter. It really has been, man. I haven't streamed since October. I think I did some streams in November, but that's it. If the Angels win this season, they might be a spring training dynasty. Honestly, dude, the Angels are damn good in spring training. Can't carry it over to the regular season, but we're a great spring training team. Are you always going to stand? No, I could sit down. I was sitting down earlier. I just got tired of sitting. Cardinals are not overrated, bro. What is overrated about the Cardinals? They have one of the best lineups in all of baseball. They have okay depth. And they have a solid minor league system, especially with Jordan Walker coming up. They have... I do agree their pitching's not fantastic, but it's good. Their rotation's pretty solid. They do frustrate me, like I said in my previews. I think that they could be one of the best teams in baseball if they just spent some money. It's not bad. They still have Ryan Helsley, one of the best pitchers, one of the best relief pitchers in all of baseball. Their rotation's okay. All right. Renfro's been taken out, but it looks like Trout and a couple others are getting games. Mets rotation kind of bad after Max and Senga. I agree. The Mets are overrated. The Mets are certainly overrated. I will tell you that much. Our boy Tepera's in the game. But yeah, the Mets definitely overrated. Jack Flaherty will never be healthy. Ben Joyce is the guy. Ben Joyce is the guy. We said Aaron Judge would never be healthy, and then he did what he did last season. One pitch, one out. Attaboy. Attaboy. Let's see it, Tep. Keep it going. Keep it going, my guy. Let's see it. Let's see it. NMR Sports in. NMR Sports in for the save. 106. Let's see it, Tep. Wasn't one pitch, one out. My bad. We'll take it, though. So next inning, it should be Ward, Trout, Walsh. It looks like Drury and Urshela are going to get another at-bat, so we'll probably stay live till they're done. It took career years from Goldschmidt and Arenado and a Pujols resurgence for them to win 93 games in the worst division. Yeah, but this team is better than it was last year. Between Goldschmidt, if they have a healthy season from Tyler O'Neill, I think he can be great. Jordan Montgomery was a big addition to their rotation. I think Jordan Walker's going to come up and be great. Jordan Walker's not the next Joe Adell. There's no shot. There's no shot. I think the Cardinals are a great team. Popped him up. Popped him up. Mike Trout makes the catch. Tough play, too. How you view the Brewers is how I view the Cardinals. I don't see it. Look at the Brewers lineup, man. They're terrible. Wilson Contreras, true. Absolutely. Dude, Contreras, I can't believe he only signed for, what was it? It was like $17 million a year or something like that? Or was it 27? I can't remember. Whatever it was, I feel like he got underpaid. There's no shot the Brewers are going to be good. Abraham Toro with a single? Damn. I tell you, the Cubs are better than the Brewers. The Cubs are a better baseball team than the Brewers right now. They have a better lineup. Their rotation's not nearly as good, I'll give you that. But outside of that, you could say that the Cubs don't have a good bullpen, but I think their lineup will carry them far enough. And the Brewers' lineup will let them down. The Brewers are a team just like the Cardinals that could spend money and become great, but they just refuse to. The Brewers' lineup is terrible. It is bad, dude. It is bad. What are you talking about? This lineup is bad. Look at this lineup here. Christian Yelich, very mediocre. Very mediocre. Willy Adames, above average. I'll give you that. Rowdy Tellez. I like Rowdy Tellez. He's about league average when it comes to first baseman, but he's above average. I'll say that. William Contreras, definitely above average for a catcher. Jesse Winker, I'd say below average. Luis Arias, far below average. Garrett Mitchell, far below average. Brian Anderson, below average. Bryce Terang, below average. Victor Caratini, far below average. Mike Brasso, far below average. Keston Hiura, pretty below average. Tyler Naquin, far below average. Like, it's a very much below average lineup. It's a bad lineup. That is a bad lineup. I don't agree that Winker will have a better season this year than he did last year, but overall, he's not going to be that much better this year. Kira flies out, and that's the end of the inning. Atta babe. Clean inning from Tepera, despite the one base runner. This lineup is awful. It's bad. And you know it's not going to stay healthy. This is the peak Brewers lineup right here. This is as good as it's going to get. It's not getting better. It will get worse, but it's definitely not getting better than that. How can you say that lineup is good? Ooh, that ball was smoked by Kira. This is just bad. This is a bad lineup. Now let's look at the Cardinals. Let's look at the Cardinals. We've got a very solid shortstop defensively and pretty solid offensively too. But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say below average offensively. I don't think that. I think Tommy Edman's definitely above average. But let's say below average offensively. Tyler O'Neill. At his peak, he's well above average. At his valley, he's slightly below average. He's currently projected to hit 27 home runs, 245, 317 on base. I'd say that's definitely above average, but for the sake of argument, let's say average. We have the best first baseman in baseball. Best first baseman in baseball. We have a top 3 third baseman in baseball. We have a top 5 catcher in baseball. We have a solid outfielder in Dylan Carlson. We have Lars Nootbaar, who's projected to be a breakout candidate this year, so we'll see what happens there. We have Juan Yepes, who certainly has 25-30 home run pop. Brendan Donovan was Rookie of the Year candidate last year and was very solid. Nolan Gorman, I have a lot of faith in personally. He's projected to hit 18 home runs. I have faith in him. And then, of course, Jordan Walker. That's a much better lineup. That is a much better lineup, 1 through 9 plus depth. The rotation, I'll give it to you. Wainwright's over the hump. We'll say that. Nicolas is average. Montgomery's above average, I think. Flaherty can be elite, but we'll see what happens. And then Matz is average. So it's an overall average rotation. And the bullpen's pretty solid. Helsey, ridiculously good. Gallegos, solid. I don't remember how to pronounce this dude's name. Payante, he's pretty good. Outside of that, Jordan Hicks throws hard. I wouldn't say he's great, but he throws hard. So I think their bullpen can definitely get it done. And their lineup is so much better than the Brewers. So much better than the Brewers. And the Cubs, oh my God, you're talking shit on the Cubs lineup. Come on now. Come on now, let's be serious. Let's be serious. Nico Horner was great last season. Dansby Swanson's fantastic. Dansby Swanson is fantastic. He's certainly underrated. Ian Happ is great. So their middle three are projected at 20 plus. And Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ, Seiya Suzuki. Trey Mancini is good, and I like the platoon of him and Eric Hosmer. I think that'll be pretty interesting to see. We'll see what happens there. He can also play a little bit of outfield. Cody Bellinger, completely unknown. Could be great, could be awful. Completely unknown. Hosmer, I don't like. I'll be honest. I don't like Hosmer. Patrick Wisdom can hit the ball hard, but I don't love him. And then Tucker Barnhart and Yan Gomes, I think that's a pretty good catcher duo. Edwin Rios, I loved when he was with the Dodgers. We'll see what happens if they can get him some playing time. I'd probably have him starting over Patrick Wisdom, or at least platooning, right-handed versus left-handed pitchers. Chris Morrell was pretty solid last season. Zach McKinstry's a good depth option. I think their lineup is better than the Brewers, and I don't think it's closer than the Cardinals, but it's definitely better. Yeah, it's extremely windy in this game. Come on, Wardy boy. Is this budget Justin Verlander? Varland? Who's your MVP pick in the NL and AL other than Ohtani if I had to pick? National League MVP? God, that's tough. Ah, man. I gotta think about that. I don't know how many games he's gonna miss. How many games is Tatis gonna miss? Because I think we forgot how generationally insane suspension. Why Reddit? I don't care about seeing it on Reddit. Return dates. April 20th. If he played a full season, I would pick Tatis. If it was a full season, I'd say Tatis. In play, no out. Let's see it, Trout. What'd we do? In a full season, somebody on the Padres. It's either Soto or Machado. I'd probably lean Soto. I'd say Soto. It's a boring pick. It's a boring pick because he's so good and he's almost won MVP a lot. But I definitely would pick Soto. I'd pick Tatis if he was going to play a full season, though. He's only missing 20 games. Yeah, but 20 games, dude. That could be 3 or 4 home runs on a good stretch, 5 or 6. What a swing by Trout. He went out and got it. That was a bad pitch. So windy that tents are flying and dirt is picking up small tornadoes. Yes. No, it's definitely super windy. All right, Walshy up now. I think they're letting Trout play more because he's getting ready for the World Baseball Classic. All right, Walsh. Let's see it, my guy. We're dancing. We're dancing. Yeah, so AL MVP other than Ohtani. Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez is so good, man. Julio Rodriguez, in my opinion, he's already better than Acuna. I think he is just below Soto. I think he's just below Soto. I'd probably have him in the top 10 players in baseball right now. He's so good. He is generationally fantastic talent-wise. He's unbelievable. Like I assume most people are putting him in that category, but he is that good. He is that good. I would love to see Trout win a 4th MVP. He deserves one. He certainly deserves one. And if anybody's going to rob Ohtani of it, I'd like it to be Trout. But in order for Ohtani to not win MVP, I think he needs to have like a a 3.5 to 4 plus ERA. Angels are winning. It's 4-2. In order for Ohtani to not win MVP, he has to have a 3.5 to 4 ERA. He has to, I'd say, hit below 250 with a WRC plus under like 140. And I just don't know that Ohtani's going to fall to that. So we'll see. We'll see. It's like last season, I think there were a lot of people blinded by the home run chase that Aaron Judge was on because Ohtani still had the better year. Ohtani was still more valuable, but I don't think that that's going to happen again. And if it does, then that's just an unbelievable rob. New background. Yes, sir. Atalo, how you been, man? J-Rod's going to be scary for us Angels fans for years to come. Exactly. It's not looking good. He is the next. I don't even know if he's an Angel killer because he's just good. He's just good. You know, certain players are Angels killers. Jonah Heim's an Angel killer. Who else? I had a really good example of this. I can't remember. Some guys just play better against the Angels. Mitch Haniger was always an Angel killer. But Julio Rodriguez is just good. You can't call them an Angel killer if they're just good. They're good. They're an every team killer. Bro, the other day I saw a good video on Arnie Moreno. Did you really? I didn't see that. What video? Nice seeing you again. It's good to see you too, Atala. How you been? I'm in my new setup. My fiance moved in. I got engaged since the last time we saw. So I got my own stream room. I even have a standing... Watch this. Watch this. So I'm standing up right now, right? But I'm getting a little tired of standing. I think I want to sit down. Pretty nice, right? Pretty nice, right? What do we think? I think that's pretty sick. It's going to make long streams a lot easier. How the Angels burnt $1 billion. Yeah, I think I might have seen that. Oh, I don't know. I'm working on another video. But my current video project is the 2022 Angels perfected the art of losing. I think that's what my next video is going to be about. The 2022 Angels, because they were just... It was just unbelievable the ways they would lose games on a regular nightly basis. All right, Jeremiah Jackson's in for Brandon Drury. Taylor Jones is in for Jared Walsh. Brett Phillips is in for Trout. And Jordan Adams is in for Taylor Ward. That's a bummer because I want to see Edgar Caro bat. We'll stay live for the end of this inning. Because we'll still see... Let's see who's the last out. Stefanik. Italo! Let's go, my dude! We got our first member of 2023. I love it. I love it. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. Matt Moore allows a leadoff home run. Oh, man. A leadoff home run to Mike Brasso. Let's go, my dude. I appreciate it. I remember all the good games during the streak. Oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah, that ball was smoked. What was that? A fastball right down the middle? A fastball right down the middle? Jesus, man. I appreciate the support, Talo. I'm ready for a good season this year. I hope you are too. We're going to have some insane WBC streams coming up as well. Back-to-back hits for Matt Moore. Yeah, not a great look. Not a great look. Good Lord. Matt Moore is cooked. Matt Moore is cooked. Rest in paradise. I hope Ohtani buys the team. Yeah, honestly, could we just give him the team in exchange for a contract? You should just give him a percentage of the Angels' revenue. Meatball generator. Matt Moore, the meatball generator. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Torres just waiting for the more disaster class? Yes. I'm excited, man. We'll see. Maybe Loop looked good, Moore looks bad. Maybe the season will start and Loop will look bad and Moore will look good. Hey, you're talking about former top 1 prospect, Matt Moore here. All right? Cut him some slack. Put some respect on his name. He was ranked higher than Trout. According to some Baseball America writers, he is better than Mike Trout. When's the wedding? It's in November, November 5th. I might just start putting my Venmo in the comments and saying, hey, anything helps. I want to go, like, stand on the side of the road. Getting married. Please. Please help me. It's expensive, man. But I appreciate all the support, guys. Matt Wise cooking already? Yes, sir. Ooh, that was a close one. Hey, inning over. Inning over. It was a bad start, but we'll take it. It was a bad start, but Matt Moore gets out of the jam. Matt Moore escapes the jam. Happy 2023, Halo fans. Houston, Texas, Dave. It's been much too long. Oh, there's Brett Phillips playing catch with a youngster. I love it. Brett Phillips is such a good dude, man. So excited to have him on my team. Nice. Love it. Love it. All right, let's do it. We're going to stay live for the bottom of this inning, and then I think I'm going to hop off after that. Oh, Caro is in. Caro is in. And Urshela is also still in. Damn. So if they don't get to Caro this inning, I might stay live because I want to see an Edgar Caro at bat. Very excited for him. Because the duo of Caro and Ohtani could be insane. Could be insane. Caro, if you guys remember, won the single-A MVP last year. And then obviously Ohtani had like a 220-something OPS plus in Double-A. So we'll see. Dave is back, man. It's been a long winter. It has, man. I'm still sad Brady retired. Yeah, that's a bummer, man. What's up, bro? I'm back for 5 minutes. How's the game? The game's going all right. The Angels are up 4-3. They just pulled all their starters, but there's some exciting prospects coming in, so I'm excited to watch them hit. Celebrated our 26th wedding anniversary last year. Cheers to you and your bride. Thank you, Houston, Texas, Dave. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. It means a lot. I'm excited for another fun year of talking baseball with you, man. Don, predict the Angels record. I have the Angels record hovering in the ballpark of, I'd say 85-ish wins. I put that in the wrong spot. There we go. I'd say 85-ish wins, I want to say. We got Goofy staring at you. I think 85 wins is a good starting spot. I'd put their ceiling around 90 wins. So I don't know what exactly is going to happen playoffs-wise. It really depends on what the rest of the MLB looks like, the rest of the American League. But I think this is the first season that I think we'll finish over 500 in the last, I think it's 5 years, 6 years. No, it might even be more than that. I think it might be 7 or 8 years at this point. But I think this is the first year we finish over 500 in a while. And I think we will be competitive down the stretch. I just don't know if we're going to make a playoff spot. Because I think the Astros and the Mariners are overall better teams than us. And it's going to be very tough. And I think the Rangers are going to be more competitive this year. So they could definitely steal some wins from us. So we'll see what happens. I want to see Matt Wise pitch. That'd be funny. Jason Hayward homer. Yeah, the Dodgers are cheating. Always enjoy your baseball and Angels coverage. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Means a lot. All right, we got Mike Stefanik leading off here. And then Teodosio. Never heard of him, but Jeremiah Jackson I'm excited to watch. So we'll see. Let's take a look. 7 years since you've been over 500. Dude, it has been. I think 2015 was the last season. 2016. I can't remember what year it was. Oh, I appreciate it, boys. Let's go. Means a lot. I'm excited for this year. I'm working on some other videos, but I couldn't figure out what to do today, so I decided to just hop on and do a little live stream for you guys. If Angels finish over 500, they might put up a banner. I might put up a banner if that's the case. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough to be an Angels fan. Go Halos. I love it, Dave. I love it. I think the Astros are better this year than they were last year. And that's scary. Stefanik with a walk. Let's go. We take those. There we go. Let's see it, baby. Angels spring training banner already in the works? Absolutely. Hayward hit a home run off Heaney. It doesn't count. Heaney's already off to another great start. I'm excited to watch the Angels tee off on Heaney, though. Astros did lose the Cy Young winner, but they still have a great rotation. They still have a great bullpen, and their lineup got better adding Jose Abreu. I would scream if the Angels won the World Series. We are a spring training dynasty, though. Absolutely. All right, Teodosio. Don't know who you are or what you do or where you came from, but welcome. Hey, Stefanik, stolen base. We take those. I feel like that might have been a hit and run. I like how this tracking is just awful and completely incorrect. Like, they just don't count strikes. Man, he didn't even get a throw. He didn't even get a throw. Just good timing right there. Good timing. Nice jump. All right, let's see it. Come on, Teodosio. Damn, struck him out. Pain. Pain. What are you going to do? Green screen on Bally Sports is getting annoying. Love it. Attaboy Bryce. Come on now. We got Jeremiah Jackson stepping up. Jeremiah Jackson's one of those prospects that you just don't know. You don't know. He could be good. He could be terrible. He could be the next David Fletcher. You really don't know with him. I don't expect him to be elite, but I do. I think he could be a serviceable major leaguer. A good, bench option. Angels are going to be the first regular season to lose because their pitcher took too long to pitch the ball. I don't think so. Ohtani didn't have any pitch clock violations yesterday. Loop had one today, but that's it. Red Sox and Astros tied today. I wish they wouldn't end games in a tie. Did you see the other day where that game ended without umpires? Angels going to the playoffs and won't because of walk-off. Stefanik to the third. Atta babe. Gets over on a pass ball. Angels will go into the playoffs and won't because of walk-off pitch clock violation for the other team. That would be pretty Angels of them. That's something the Angels would do. I could see it happening. Damn, back-to-back strikeouts. Come on, Urshela. I want to see Carobat. I want to see Edgar Carobat. I want to see the 2022 Single-A MVP. Get an AB. Let's see it, Gio. Pitch clock calls will be interesting this year. Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how it goes. That looked like a balk. That definitely looked like a balk. What are you going to do? Need to see a Geo bomb to believe this team. Geo's not a home run hitter, though. How did they not loosen the rules in later innings and playoffs for the clock? I don't know, man. I just work here. Last year he had 13 home runs. The year before he had 14. He had 21 in 2019, but that was in the Bronx. But he is right-handed. It's not really a right-handed hitter park. You know, I think he'll be a serviceable depth piece for the Angels. Come on, Gio. Let's see it, baby. Damn. Bummer. All right, I guess we got to wait another inning because I want to see an Edgar Caro at bat. I want to see an Edgar Caro at bat. Has he had any hits? Has he any... He has one at bat this spring. He has one at bat this spring. But let's take a look at his numbers from last year because they were nuts. If you guys aren't aware of Edgar Caro, you should be. Because this dude's... Look at this, man. So last year in Inland Empire, 111 games, 413 at-bats. He put up a 312 average, 435 on base, and 530 slugging. He had 17 home runs, which is a ton in the minors. The dude was just a monster last season. Just a monster. 965 OPS. That's a Mike Trout level OPS. Insane. Absolutely insane. So I'm not worried about Trout doing the World Baseball Classic, but I am worried about Ohtani doing it. I'm a little worried that, you know, the amount of playing that he's going to be doing this season, pitching and hitting, including the WBC, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a big workload, and I just don't know that any human's body can take that. So, we'll see. Stephen Kwan about to hit 400 without the shift. Did he get shifted on a lot last year? I don't even remember. I'm excited for Max Muncy this year. Write it down, Max Muncy. You know, that's my pick for NL MVP. I changed my mind. Max Muncy will win NL MVP. I think Muncy is going to do phenomenal without the shift. And just in general, he hits the ball so hard. All right, Quijada's in the game. It's been a while. What up, Nate? How you doing, my guy? What you been up to? Ohtani wanted to play in the WBC because that's the best chance he has at winning anything. That's very fair. That's very much fair for him. I wouldn't blame him. Like the new setup? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I think they sell Ohtani plushes that I could put in my bed. Looks dope. I appreciate it, man. Mookie Betts for MVP? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Travis spitting all over the place. JRM is shifted on like second most. Really? We got Jose Quijada, the flame-throwing lefty, just like myself. Andrew Velasquez has replaced Gio Urshela, and he's batting 7th. Not going to quite see an Andrew Velasquez nuke, but I want to see Edgar Caro, man. If Edgar Caro is going to hit a home run, I want to see it live. You're higher on Max Muncy than Mookie Betts? I'm not higher on him than Mookie Betts, but the MVP is not who is the best player in baseball. It's who has the best 2023 season. And I think there's a good potential that Max Muncy hits 40 to 50 home runs in 2023. You know, has a, like, I think Muncy could hit 50 home runs in 2023. I think he could hit, you know, with a 170 WRC plus. Like, I think he could be fantastic next year and just have a ridiculous year. And he's going to be relied on more heavily in that lineup this year. You know, with Bellinger gone, with who else left? Trey Turner gone. I think he's going to have a bigger role in that lineup. Rookie of the Year in 23. You know I'm rooting for Ohtani. But there's definitely some good options this year. I think Andrew Painter is going to win in the National League. I think Painter in the National League and in the American League, I'm not entirely sure outside of Ohtani. I'd have to think of some candidates other than Ohtani. Muncy's never even hit 40. I know, but he hits the ball ridiculously hard. He was injured starting last season, so I think he was kind of getting back to form. He has some problems with the injury bug, which you can't really predict, but I like Max Muncy going into this year. And he does play in a difficult ballpark to hit home runs in. Oscar Gonzalez. Dude, I'm excited for the... who's the Guardians catcher? Bo Naylor. I'm excited for that dude whenever he comes up. Jordan Walker exists, and you say a guy named Andrew Painter. I think it's easier for a starting pitcher with good stuff to come up and dominate than it is for a, position player to come up and dominate right away. Position players, I think, take longer to develop at the major league level. They do hate pitchers, I agree. Yeah, Strider should have won last year, that's true. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dodger Stadium is a home run friendly park. Not particularly. Let me see. What are the dimensions on Dodger Stadium? I know there's a good picture of them. Why can't I see it? Let's see. I guess it's good in like center and stuff, but it does have a pretty deep right field. It's about league average when it comes to friendliness. Julio Rodriguez was fun to watch last year for the Mariners. Julio Rodriguez, I think, is my pick for the AL MVP outside of Ohtani. All right, 2 outs for Quijada. Bo Naylor has to wait. It's the Mike Zunino show this year. I guess so. Shane Bieber should have won the MVP in 2020. These voters are position player motivated. I agree. I had Shane Bieber as the MVP in 2020. You'll remember back when I was a Twitch streamer. All right, 2 down. 1 more out and we get to see Edgar Caro bat. Come on, baby. Let's see it. We're going to give the end of this inning. So after the Angels bat, that's when we'll end the stream. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me today. It's a good first stream back for a while. We got 2 super chats and a new member. If you guys aren't aware, we have our memberships. It comes with a couple emotes, emojis, and yeah, you get a special name tag in the chat and stuff. It helps support the channel. And I can't remember what else it does. Oh yeah, I post my videos earlier, while I'm still figuring out the stuff. I post them earlier to members and such. So you're telling me they have the Dodgers as a more hitter-friendly park than Coors Field and more so than Coors Field and That's just false. That's just flat out false. How does the home run factor change? Yeah, I mean, it's probably above average as far as hitter friendliness, but like having it above Minute Maid, having it above Yankee Stadium, having it above American Family Field, Coors Field, I don't know about that, my guy. I'd have to disagree. Weird. What kind of glove you have? This is a Rawlings Heart of the Hide custom. I also have a Rawlings Pro Preferred back there. I used to prefer the Pro Preferred, and I think I still do, but this is my glove I enjoy. I've always been a Rawlings guy. Rawlings is much better than Wilson. They just have better leather quality, man. Better leather quality, etc. All right, we got a walk for Quijada. We got runners on first and second with Sky Bolt coming to bat. And it looks like they might be taking him out. Yeah, Nolan Jones is going to have a great year, I think. I think Nolan Jones hits 20-plus home runs. And I think he'll be solid because of the massive outfield, though it allows for tons of extra base hits. Technical issue. Please refresh the page. Goddamn. There we go. Bet. Oh, God damn it. Didn't mean to do that. Lefty glove, yes, sir. Yankee Stadium and Minute Maid have one short porch, but the rest of them are pitcher friendly. I would say right field's not pitcher friendly. I don't think right field's pitcher friendly in Minute Maid, but obviously left field is, and I agree center field's not, but I don't know. It's all subjective. Son of a bitch, man. Okay, we'll take it. All right, Sky Bolt. Oakland A's legend, Sky Bolt. Let's see what he's got. Get me out of this, Quijada. 21 pitches this inning. Can't throw strikes. Going to any spring training games? I'd like to, but I haven't. I don't know. The money's tight, so I don't think I'm going to be spending any money on spring training. I might do some more watch parties here, but I don't have any plans to stream them. Holy shit. Sky Bolt just hit a monster foul ball. Good Lord, that ball was crushed. It was foul, but it was crushed. And then he struck out swinging. So we got Edgar Caro, Kevin Podlow, and Jordan Adams coming to the dish. We'll see what happens here, but after this inning, I do plan on ending the stream so I can go eat dinner. Yeah, it's already 4:25. I guess it's dinner. Quijada got him swinging. Love to see it. But yeah, I don't have any plans to go to spring training games at the moment. I'd like to. I don't even have any regular season plans yet. But actually, I might find my way. As far as my bachelor party goes, I haven't decided what I want to do. I just know I want to go to some sort of baseball game. So there's a chance I'll go to either Truist, Lone Depot, Tropicana, or I might see if I can swing a road trip or a quick trip to Texas to do Houston and what's the other one? Houston and Arlington. So we'll see. If I make it out to Houston, I'll hit you up, Dave. And go grab a beer. Be a good time. Be a good time. All right. Angels World Series bachelor party. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Now, I think I'm going to do my bachelor party during the regular season when the Angels are still playing. Hate to be that guy. Hate to be a downer. Not gonna lie, I did not know Edgar Carroll was left-handed, but I'm very happy that he is. We love a good lefty. Got J.C. Mejia pitching. Excuse me. Sheesh. Damn, first pitch swinging. Killing me, man. Are you getting the Ohtani bobblehead? I will probably get it shipped to me. I would like, if somebody wants to get me one and ship it to me, that'd be great. But if not, I'll probably have my dad or somebody get it for me. My dad got me, last year he got me the cowboy hat over there. Edgar Carroll grounds out, man. Bummer. He's a switch hitter? I love him even more now. So yeah, I got the cowboy hat. I got the Trout City Connect. The MVP my aunt got for me. She went to that game. And then I can't remember what the other one was. Oh yeah, this Ohtani one, one of my Twitter followers sent it to me. That was a nice piece of hitting too. Ground ball up the middle. Oh well. Luis Barrera flies out to left fielder Sky Bolt. Might be a 1-2-3 inning. Yeah, then these other ones are from, this is from a Ducks game I went to last year. Mike Scioscia from way back in the day. Jared Weaver from way back in the day. And then my Velasquez signed baseball. All right, Jordan Adams, let's see it, my dude. We got 2 down. And Amar looking like a young Trout. I love it. Appreciate it, man. It's an honor to be compared. What kind of videos do you guys want to see right now? Luis Barrera broke Rysel. Oh, shit. That's who that is. I forgot about that, bro. I forgot about that. Fuck hockey this year, too. Yeah, it's a rough year to be a Ducks fan. Rough year to be a Ducks fan. But let's get that #1 overall pick, huh? Let's see it, Jordan. Let's see it, Jordan. I've always liked Jordan Adams. I've always liked Jordan Adams. See what he's capable of. Hot take videos. Ooh, he got crossed up. Rip the catcher. My team dumped off all the good players after this disastrous season. Kairou's gone? That's the only blue I can remember. You like my shorts? Yeah, I would like to make some more shorts. I've had a couple of video ideas that I've started but haven't finished. All right, ball 4. Jordan's still on contract for 8 years. So they didn't get rid of all of them. My Ducks have Trevor Zegras and nobody else. So you're telling me Kairou wasn't the best player on the Blues? Oh, everybody shut up. It's Brett Phillips time. It's Brett Phillips time. Okay, maybe I'll work on some shorts later today. Because I want to get it to a point where I can just talk about baseball a lot and people will still watch the videos. But I've had a couple of videos lately that just... My last video did awful. The National League previews. So we'll see. All right, Brett Phillips. Damn, Jordan Adams got thrown out. Woo! He looked pretty safe there. I don't know about you. All right, that is going to do it for us, boys. I want to see this real quick, though. He looked safe. Woo, he did not get tagged. He did not get tagged. He was safe. But it's fine. Who cares? I appreciate you guys watching. I'm excited. Top 10 offseason signings. I did a video kind of like that, talking about the offseason, my least favorite and favorite contracts. But I am going to head out now, guys. I appreciate you stopping by for a little cute little spring training live stream. We will be live for the World Baseball Classic coming up next week. I think the first stream is going to be... Let me look at my notes. Take a look at my notes real quick. Video ideas. First stream for the World Baseball Classic is going to be the opening night game, March 7th, 11 p.m. Eastern time. So it's a late night stream, late night NMR. It'll be Cuba versus the Netherlands. So that'll be the first game. I'll also be live. I'm planning on Panama versus the Netherlands, maybe Korea versus Australia. I'll watch Japan's opener and China versus Japan. Italy versus Cuba. Those will be at 5 a.m. Korea versus Japan. I got to stream that one. Dominican Republic versus Venezuela on the 11th. And then USA versus Great Britain also on the 11th. So I will definitely have some World Baseball Classic videos, streams coming up. I'm excited for that. And hopefully I'll be able to work on some other content for you guys. So I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you next time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. See ya.